Vampirella versus Purgatori, issue number 1 from Dynamite Comics. So once again, we got another crossover. We got a bunch of crossovers from Dynamite, especially with Vampirella and Red Sonja. I don't know why those two, but those two characters seem to just get crossovers after crossover after crossover. So yeah, this is a crossover with a Chaos comic character, Purgatori. I have mentioned in the past that I used to be big on Chaos comics back in the day. I will say I'm not the biggest knowledgeable person when it comes to Purgatory. When it comes to Chaos comics, I mostly read Chastity and Bad Kitty and the occasional Lady Death. So yeah, this is another mini series where the two of them, I guess they're gonna fight each other. So let's just get into it. So we start off with Udine, however you want to pronounce her name. And she is doing this ritual for Lilith on her birthday. And the ritual has to do with the 36... The name that they use is like Tazdikimnistorum. Yeah, I probably completely butchered that pronunciation. But basically what it is it's the 36 righteous people. Sometimes it's referred to as the 36 righteous Jews. And what it is it's a Judaism belief. I don't know if it's a mainstream belief or if it's just kind of like an offset of Judaism, because I'm not Jewish, so I don't really know about that. This is just from what I've read. But basically what it is that they are 36 righteous people whose purpose is to prove to God that mankind deserves to live. They can sometimes perform, like, not necessarily miracle, I guess some kind of miracles, not in the sense that, like, you know, Jesus's miracles, but like these wondrous acts. But sometimes the world isn't deserving of them to do it, so they don't perform it. And when one of them dies, another one takes its place, but they have to die when the time is right for them. For example, if one of these 36 righteous people gets killed before their time, then Armageddon happens. So yeah, basically it's these 36 righteous people who kind of hold the truth, and their life basically proves that humankind deserves God's grace in a sense. They're basically, they don't know who they are. Like they don't know, the 36 do not know any of the other 35. They don't even know themselves that they're one of these 36. And I don't think they're ever supposed to know. If one of them ever does find out, I think I've read somewhere that also can bring about Armageddon, but don't quote me on that because I'm not... All my knowledge comes from research, and the reason I was researching this was because I was actually going to do a story on this. Anyone who doesn't know, this is like your first time watching this video, a video from my channel, or you've watched videos that I haven't brought it up. My main profession is I'm a screenwriter. So yeah, I write movie scripts and stuff like that. Before anyone asks, like, what kind of movies have you written? I can't necessarily say anything at this point in time because of NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, but I've written scripts for movies and I've done rewrites for movies. And I was actually going to do an original script, which I've done as well. Basically, studios usually tend to hire me to write scripts that they want, or they will give me a script and I'll do a rewrite for them. But I have written like original scripts myself. I've written about like 4 or 5 of them at this point in time. And one of them was actually going to be about 2 characters, our main characters, who were trying to protect the righteous 36 from like a demon who wants to bring about Armageddon. So that's where my knowledge of it comes from. So yeah, it's kind of a shame that that's basically what this plot is, because it's like, damn it, this comic beat me to it, I guess. I guess that's what happens when I spend too much time researching and not enough time writing. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling on about this. So yeah, there's these 36 righteous people, and this Udine character, this half woman, half octopus, has located all of them, and she has given that information to Lilith, and basically tells Lilith that there's these 36 people, they're truly good people who live on this earth, and they justify the continued existence of humanity to God. And if you were to get rid of or corrupt one of these people, turn one of them to the path of sin, then it would bring about Armageddon. So Lilith decides to send her demons after these people. And that's where Vampirella comes in. Vampirella sees one of these demons going after an old woman. And unfortunately, the demon takes the old woman, but then Purgatori shows up. And she has killed the demon and rescued the old woman. And Purgatori informs Vampirella about what's going on. She informs Vampirella that, yeah, your mother Lilith is trying to go after these 36 righteous people. Purgatori seems like very generous and nice to Vampirella at first, which kind of confused me because from what little I remember Purgatori, she's not necessarily a good person. But turns out that was kind of like an act. So Vampirella shows up obviously to Lilith's apartment and basically says like, I know what you're trying to do. And Lilith tells Vampirella that I'm doing this because of you. You never showed the slightest appreciation towards me. You didn't come and give me a gift for my birthday. You didn't even say happy birthday. Like you said nothing. So I know how much you care for these humans. So I want to play a game. I'm going to go after all these 36 humans, these 36 righteous people. And you got to stop them. You got to stop them from being corrupted. Stop them from becoming a sinner. Because if you don't, then Armageddon happens and humanity gets wiped out. And then me and you are going to go find another planet. And maybe this other planet won't have humans that you'll fall in love with. Or, humans that you won't care about. But basically, Lilith wants Vampirella to stop caring about humans. And then we get like a montage of all these people disappearing. It's kind of funny because of all these panels, there's one where it just shows a moose. And I'm just kind of like, why? Like, where's the person being abducted in this one? Like, the 36 righteous people can't be animals. They have to be humans. So it was just kind of weird to just see a moose. So it just kind of appears like this moose is a righteous person and the demons are coming for the moose. So there's a little bit more. I'm not going to spoil it, but I will just say that the name Vampirella versus Purgatori seems to be set up for the second issue. So there is no actual Vampirella versus Purgatori happening in this issue, but that seems to be the setup for the next issue, and I'll leave it at that. So yeah, that's Vampirella versus Purgatori. It was I liked it. Kind of bummed out that the premise was actually something that I was working on. So I was like, damn it, I don't know if I can do it now. Well, I guess I can still do it depending on how this one plays out. But yeah, this was pretty much a setup chapter. So we were introduced to our characters. We're introduced to the premise, the whole 36 righteous people and all that stuff. And then we laid the groundwork for the actual Vampirella versus Purgatori that happened in the issue 2. We got a little bit of action, not too much, but all in all, this was a good setup, decent chapter. If I were to grade it, I don't know, C+, maybe, B-. Again, my grades are, like, I'm not like IGN, where, like, an average would get like a 7 out of 10. An average for me would get a 5 out of 10, which is still good. Like, that's average. That's, it's not bad. It's not good. It's all right. So that's how my grades are. So if this is 1 to 10, this would be a 6. So it's not terrible. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're into Vampirella, if you're into Purgatori, then yeah, I would recommend it. The artwork is good. I enjoy the artwork. Women look like women. Humans look like humans. Body proportions, all that seemed okay. There was good perspectives and all that stuff. Like it wasn't like some of these other comics that I've read where it just something seemed off or just terrible. Like the artwork is good. Story, again, I guess it's just a basic setup, but I liked it. Like, it was a good job doing a setup. It was a good setup, I guess. So yeah, this was a good issue. I enjoyed it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think. And yeah, I hope to, if you guys got any recommendations and stuff like that, let me know. But I hope to see you guys next time. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.